Steeler fans, Kevin Smith back with you doing another call sheet breakdown. Today we're looking at fourth round draft pick Mason McCormick, offensive lineman out of South Dakota State, Pittsburgh's third O-lineman in this draft as the Steelers try to revamp up front on both sides of the football. McCormick is from an FCS program, South Dakota State, but you can't get any more successful than the one he's coming from. Two-time national champs, 29 straight wins. McCormick made 45 straight starts at left guard for the Jackrabbits. He was a first-team All-American at the FCS level. Steelers fans are going to fall in love with this guy for his attitude, his effort, his relentlessness. He's a finisher. He plays with a nasty streak. He's not a finished product. He's going to need some work and probably won't be ready to start for the Steelers right away. But, man, when he gets in the lineup, Steeler fans are going to fall in love with this guy. He plays with a motor. So let's take a look at what makes Mason McCormick a special prospect. All right, all the clips in this breakdown coming from South Dakota State's national championship game last season, their victory over Montana. I mentioned his motor. You're going to see McCormick at left guard right there circled here. This is just a little bit of a wide zone run. He's going to reach this defender, and all the action's going to go this way. But I don't care so much about the scheme on this play. Let's watch the effort. If you're a defensive player, you better not get caught standing around a pile against Mason McCormick, right? When you think the play's over, it isn't. He finishes like that all the time. Maybe sometimes it's after the whistle. Maybe he's going to have to dial a little bit of this back in the NFL so he doesn't get flagged, but he's going to finish. He is going to play to the echo of the whistle. He is going to play until they pull him off the pile, man. He's an agitator. He's going to get under guys' skin. So in the NFL, you're never going to have to worry about Mason McCormick not bringing it all and not giving you an absolute great effort on every snap. Same thing here. This is more of a mid-zone run. Again, McCormick at the left guard spot. He's going to wind up climbing up to the linebacker level. This run's going to actually be designed to sort of hit off tackle there, and then it's going to bounce wide. McCormick's going to wind up driving the linebacker out of bounds. And then some. And again, is he going to get flagged for this stuff in the NFL? Maybe. He might. Man. Is that finish out of bounds? Probably. Will he have to maybe pay a couple of fines for playing like this? Is he going to get some lectures from the Steelers line coach Pat Meyer? Probably. But again, don't you want this? Don't you want this effort from your guys? Don't you want to have to pull your guys back rather than wind them up? Give me this 10 times out of 10 and let me say, yo, man, hey, you can't drive the dude out of bounds. You can't drive the dude into the bench. Give me that 10 times out of 10 over the guy who I got to say to him, finish. Come on, finish the play. You don't want to have to rev a guy up. Here's wide zone again. I think one of the reasons the Steelers love McCormick is all this wide zone. You're going to see him left guard. Now this one's going to the right? He's going to reach to the right, wind up turning the defender. And then once again, all right, watch what happens at the end of the play. So turns back, now climb, drive, finish. You know what? Watch the reaction of the defender. Watch 48 at the end of the play here as he reacts to McCormick. He is an agitator. He is relentless. He will get under your skin. The film room I just did on Roman Wilson, the wide receiver the Steelers took in the third round, I said the same things about Roman Wilson at the receiver position. Mason McCormick is a 312-pound version of Roman Wilson, just getting after guys. But South Dakota State, scheme-wise, ran a ton of the stuff that the Steelers are expected to run under Arthur Smith. So it's not just that this dude's a bully. It's that he's a bully with experience in the scheme. All right, what do you think's coming here? Hey, guess what? It's another zone run. Right? Now we're hitting zone to the left, right? Here's McCormick. You're going to see a little slant from the 3-tech tackle. This is actually, he's lined up as a 1-tech. He's going to work out to the B gap, and McCormick's going to block him here. But watch what happens once McCormick gets the hands on, right? Watch the finish, watch the drive, watch the feet. Look at the relentlessness. He's a little bit high. He's going to have to get a little bit lower to, he's working against an FCS defensive tackle here. And in the NFL, he's not going to be able to move the guys as easily. But look at the movement that he gets. Look at the hole he creates, man. Running back, cutting in behind McCormick's block, and he's now going off to the races. They ran behind big number 60 a lot at South Dakota State because of plays like this. it wasn't just zone stuff at South Dakota State. They did run some old school pin and pull. This is like a wing T play, man. This is like down. Look at these guys on the front side. They're going to block down. And now McCormick, the guard, is going to pull and kick. And by only having the front side guard kick, that's like down. And in the Steelers scheme, you'll probably see the front side and backside pullers go. This is just McCormick on the front side, and he's going to kick the edge player. Watch what happens at the end of this play. Watch him. He'll kick the edge, work his feet, and now look what happens at the very end here, man. Going back for more. His helmet actually comes off on this play. I'll pause it as we get up there this time through. Man, look at him at the end right here, man. Look at him. Look at his. I missed it. I'll get it for you on this one, right? Watch him here, man. The helmet comes off, right? And he is just, he's winded up there. He is down there at the bottom of the pile. That's his dome, man. His helmet's off. Again, man, brawler, scrapper. I mean, from a technique standpoint, this is, this could be better. This could be better in some regards, right? You want to see him maybe play a little bit lower. You want to see him get into underneath the pads of the defender. That's something that shows up on his film a lot. But once again, his attitude is just relentless. All right, here's a pass pro rep from McCormick. I actually think he's a really good pass protector. He does a nice job of staying on balance. See him at guard here. He's going to work against this tackle as the tackle starts into the B gap and then tries to come across his face. And watch as McCormick does a nice job staying square, right? Look at him slide and shift and adjust his weight. That's a really nice job. When the tackle tries to go across his face right here, look at how he counters and look how square he is. Right? You see him square the entire time. That tackle's obviously got his shoulders turned because he's trying to cross face him. And McCormick does a great job of not turning and running with him, not giving up leverage or an angle. Really nicely done here. He's a very good pass pro blocker. And he does a nice job trading off of twists and stunts. This is an area of his game that is surprisingly good considering South Dakota State was a really run-heavy offense. I did say he was a work in progress, though, and he does have some major flaws. He's got some stuff he's got to clean up before he's ready to take regular snaps in the NFL. And most of it has to do with his feet and his balance and his timing. His biggest flaw is he gets himself out over his heels too much. Watch him in this pass pro rep. He's going to sort of slide protect to his left. And you'll see at the end of the play, the problems he sometimes has as he trades off. See that lunge right there? That's just a big whiff against a faster, quicker NFL lineman. This is going to be a problem when he gets his weight forward here. See him right now. See his base, how it's come uneven. He's sort of displaced his weight. There's too much lean forward. You see his chest up here, too much forward, chin way out over the toes. And that's going to cause athletic defensive linemen in the NFL to make him miss. So you can't be lunging. He's going to have to balance up better and disperse his weight better to become more effective in both the pass and run game in the NFL. And you see this a bunch on his tape. Here's an example of what we just talked about in the run game. This is another wide zone run. Here he is at the left guard. He's going to chip off the 3-tech and now work up to the linebacker level. And you'll see him come unbalanced. Again, chin too far out over the toes, too much weight over the toes, and linebacker's going to play off him easily as a result and get in on the tackle there. Going to have to do a better job of trying to stay balanced up, right? Stay with that weight underneath him, chest up, right? You don't want to get into a position now where you're lunging and leaning, right? Look at him off balance there, chin too far out over the toes. And again, good linebackers in the NFL are going to make you pay for that. Here an FBS backer is playing, or an FCS, I should say, backers playing off him easily to make a tackle. A lot of footwork that McCormick is going to have to perfect and balance issues. One more issue you sometimes see on his film, and this is kind of related to footwork, but it's going to be timing on the zone runs, or this is an inside zone run. They're going to run, it's like a quarterback zone. They're going to fake here to the running back, and he now becomes the kicker, and everybody zones back to the left. And what McCormick's going to do here is he's going to wind up chipping off of, this is McCormick, he's going to chip off of this down lineman and have to work up to the linebacker. But what you're going to see here is he just stays a little too long on the down block and gets up late on the backer. You see the backer come over top, tackle the quarterback. He really wants to be able to work off faster. Now, I know the quarterback doesn't help him out because he's really expecting that run to hit in here and it bounces wide instead. But at this point, he's not on to the backer soon enough. He's got to be in a better position here to be able to work over the top. Just cover that backer up. Even if he just gets a hand on him and kind of runs him wide, he then gives the quarterback a lane to be able to cut back into. But this is a total whiff, and he gives the backer a clean release onto the quarterback there. So he's going to have to work on his timing on the zone runs and his footwork and just getting up to the second level faster. However, despite the fact that McCormick is a bit of a work in progress, he is a Steeler lineman, old school, tenacious brawler. He will bring physicality. He will bring tenacity. He will bring effort. He'll be a fan favorite. I don't know when he's going to get on the field. My suspicion is he'll be groomed to replace James Daniels, the right guard. Daniels in the last year of his contract. I can see Daniels being the starter this season. McCormick getting that year under his belt to acclimate to the speed of the NFL game, clean up his footwork, his balance, his timing issues, and then McCormick being groomed to take that spot over a year from now. He fits with what the Steelers want to be on offense right now, which is a physical smash mouth football team. Absolutely fits the bill. All right, Mason McCormick. Steeler fans are going to love this guy. It's Kevin Smith for the Call Sheet Breakdowns. We'll be back with another one shortly.